Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Homer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice with a magical tournament. What's happening here? It's like a fantastical world of some kind? What the hell? This has to be like, wait. This has to be a dream. No? What is this? Oh my god, what are they doing? The artwork's gorgeous, by the way. Jesus Christ. What just happened? Oh my god! Are you serious? I was thinking that was Trucy there. Oh my god, Trucy. Wait, does she have like her own TV show or something? What is this? Or is it just a dream? Like, what is that? No, wait, no, context. Please. What the hell? First of all, the artwork is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely stunning artwork. Beautiful animation. The reason why I thought it was like might have been Trucy's because obviously he had the same hair as Trucy, right? It had kind of like the same parting, but I wasn't so sure. So I was like, is it, wait, I was like, is it her? But that's so cool. Doing a magic trick to stop this dragon. What a way to start this, by the way. And again, the animation is like really, really gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. What? Like, it has to be like either a dream or a TV show or something like that, right? It has to be. I'm blown away. We're just starting and I'm blown away. April 27, 10 a.m., Penrose Theatre stage. Oh my god, Trucy. It was a stage show, okay. Oh, okay. It was like a representation of what the stage show was like for people. Okay, it was like the imagination version of it. That's really cool. See you for Act 2, everybody. Trucy has her own stage show. There's so many people in the crowd as well. Did you see that? Did you hear the cheers? That is so awesome. Because remember we used to go to her magic show? Like Phoenix used to go to her magic show as well. And it was in a much smaller venue. So happy for her. Look at the stage. Athena, what the hell? We're starting off so well. Athena and Trucy in the first 3 minutes of this episode. Bravo, Trucy. It's so good to see you. No, and Apollo's here too. They're all here to see Trucy's show. Well, Apollo, wasn't that a great trick? Show me, Apollo. You bet. I've never seen such a great magic act. Wait, are we playing as Apollo? Guys, I'm gonna blow. I'm gonna die. We're playing as Apollo. We're talking to Athena. We're at Trucy's show. There's a lot of people in the crowd. This is so cool. Do you know they even featured? Oh, wait, so it is like a. Oh, sorry, no. Do you know they even featured Trucy's show on the TV this morning? That's awesome. Look at this crowd here as well. Penrose Theatre, a well-known gateway to success for entertainers. Look at the poster she has. Trucy in the Grammar Land. Trucy in Grammar Land. Okay, it's here at this famous theater that we'll finally get to see. Trucy writes, Trucy in Grammar Land. Look at this poster. I'm so happy for her. She has her own show, right? Like this, it's kind of like we've seen growth in characters and like things happening for characters. Like I think one of the craziest things about like going through these games was like seeing like Pearls like grow up a little bit as well. Obviously not like, fully grow. You know what I mean? Like, it's like so weird to see like all these characters like change over time. But like, there's also like a pride and stuff like this as well, where you see Trucy getting so far with her career and something that like she used to literally just perform in like, wasn't it in like open mic type clubs, like really like just like clubs and stuff like that as well. So to see her get to this point, especially since she comes from a family of amazing magicians, is pretty freaking incredible. The long-awaited revival of the magic of the troupe. Yes! Oh my god, she's living that legacy on as well. She's continuing that legacy. Guys, I'm blown away. I'm so blown away by this. This is so freaking awesome. I'm so happy. Wow, that explains why there's a TV crew here to cover the show. She has a TV crew covering the show, guys. The pride I feel in my heart. This is the perfect opportunity to promote the Wright Anything Agency too. You think so? Look at Athena's smile. After all, people look up to things they see on the TV, right? Sure. Wouldn't they be looking up the talent part and not the law part of our agency? We have the great facial expressions from Athena we've missed so much as well. Mamma mia, you're right. We get nothing but requests for Trucy's fans, wouldn't we? Oh well, guess we're Trucy's fans. Guess we'll just have to make it to the old-fashioned way. My name is Apollo Justice. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. It's like the first 5 minutes of this episode. I'm a rookie lawyer with only about 2 years experience under my belt. It's so crazy that technically he is still a rookie lawyer, even though he's done so much already. We're here to see Trucy's magic show. She's a fellow member of our agency, that she is. We came on behalf of our boss, Mrs. Wright, who's away on trip. So, okay, we know the timeline. He's in Korean still. They're over here. Okay. Oh, and did you hear, Apollo? Even though it's only her debut, her shows are completely sold out. What? Really? That's amazing. I love that we're playing as Apollo, by the way. Absolutely love it, but like, I really want to see Apollo too, you know what I mean? I really want to see Apollo, and it is absolutely amazing that Trucy sold out. Like, I could hear the crowd. It was cheering so loudly. Like, the pride I feel is insurmountable. And I love that they showed this growth throughout, as we said, throughout these games, you know? You guys probably felt the same way. The pride, the absolute pride I have. Voila, a star is born. She's incredible. Who knows how far she got. I love how happy they are for her as well, right? At this rate, nothing in the world can stop us. Wow. The big smile as well. You do realize this has nothing to do with you, right? This is Athena Sykes. She's another member of our agency. She may not look it, but at just 19 years old, she's a lawyer as well. And she's a pretty fantastic lawyer too. She's done a lot as well. What do you mean, she may not look it? Of course I look the part. Look at her, look at her, look at Athena. The peace sign and everything. I'm so happy. I wish I played this when I was having like a bad day or something, you know what I mean? Because this would have cheered me up so much. Can't explain how exactly, so now I'm just getting like an overflow of excitement, you know? Which is good too. Oh, come on, have a heart. Stop treating me like a child. That gadget on Athena's neck spoke just now? That's Widget. Widget helps Athena out with her special field of expertise, analytical psychology. He also has a habit of blurting out whatever Athena is really thinking. Yeah, this little guy can be a little unruly at times. Hey, upgrade me already. Love the background. Oh, a buzz? Your attention, please. The show will restart after a 20-minute intermission. Okay, can we go talk to, Trucy? We ask that you please be back in your seats before the next act. Thank you. Hey, why don't we go say to Trucy in her dressing room during the break? Oh, yes, let's go to see the big star. I can't. This is best. This is the best. This is the best. I'm so nervous. What should I say to her? I don't even know what I'm gonna say. I could say to her. Like, I think I'd just start crying if I was them as I went through the door. Whatever you usually say to her at the office every day. No, I get it. I get it. Oh, look at this room as well. Look at the poster. With the Grammaire troupe as well. The two rabbits, like the darker rabbit and the brighter rabbit. The kind of Alice in Wonderland outfit. I guess that's what she was wearing as well. The roses as well. There's a diary as well there as well. There's like a bunch of different changes outfits. There's a bit, the Great Mr. Riss is like on that too, like the coin. There's a lot of really cool stuff around here. Really cool stuff. April 27th, Penrose Theater, dressing room. So this is Trucy's dressing room. Looks like she's busy over there with someone. Who's she with? Oh my god. Could you sign this please, ma'am? Look at her, gal. Look at her. What the hell? Do you remember she was like, remember in Apollo Justice, she was a little baby. And she still is a baby. She's always going to be a baby. But still, you know? Sure thing. Just one sheet in this clipboard, right? I wonder will it show how old everyone is now? Probably like similar ages though, right? 17. Yeah, that's she would think she was 16 last game. I think she was way younger in the first game. 19 and 35 is okay. Perfect. Perfect just to know as well. Yeah. Yeah. So pretty much the same. She still is a baby. She's still a baby. She'll always be the baby. I find asking for Trucy's autograph maybe? I don't think so. It looks like some kind of contract. Thank you very much. I'll get this to the producer right away. Also, she signed a producer contract. Great, thanks. Did you have anyone look over it? You know, you have like a whole team of lawyers. Look at her bright. Look at how bright she looks. Polly, Athena, Polly. You gave the old nickname. Love this music. So bouncy, so cheerful. Of course, congratulations on your big debut. Hehe, thanks. Who was that just now, by the way? Somebody from Take Two TV. Okay, they want to turn my magic show into a TV special. That's pretty cool, but like, I hope you got someone to look over the contract. Not saying you're dumb or anything. I hope it doesn't sound like that, but like, it's always good to have anyone double doubly check over, right? 100%. They're planning to broadcast it nationwide. Can you imagine? Oh my god, that's the old thing she used to do as well. I am gonna die. Guys, if this episode stops like at like the, you know, the 15-minute mark, just know I am deceased. I am bereft of life. I am gone. Wow, you really are a big star. Hey, can I get your autograph later, Trucy? Sure. My signature's in high demand today. Would you like one too, Polly? Yeah, actually I would. Looks like I ran out of flyers, so I have to sign your forward and said, do it, do it. Hey, knock it off. Look, just forget about the autograph. Their relationship was also fantastic. The relationship with Athena, I loved it. Like, again, how, you know what, like, this one, I think that, you know, they're 2D games, like, and not 2D games, sorry, they're like kind of games where, like, you know, they're visual novel games, which I think are always like, I think it's rare to find a visual novel game that I played on the channel that doesn't have, like, such a great, story, right, and all this stuff too, and such great characters. But I think, you know, that, like, do you think as well, like a lot with visual novel stuff, they have the chance to kind of explore the story even more, because it's like it's focused very much just constantly on the idea of like what's happening next in the story. But what the point I'm trying to make is like these games still feel so alive, even if it is like us looking at text through the screen, looking at these characters. I always feel like these are like real living people we're talking to, and I like to get immersed in games like that. I know, obviously, no. By the way, guys, video games are real. I hope people don't take it that way. But you guys know I love getting immersed in these games, and the reason why this game feels even more alive to me all the time, the world feels so alive, is the fact that, like, you know, we come back after all this time, and these three characters are like, you know, talking to each other in this way. They're still interacting with each other. Like, it's almost like it fills your heart with such warmth, but also same too. It's a very like realistic portrayal of where they might be in their life. You know what I mean? It's so great. It's really great. Seeing them all like still working together, chatting together. It's fantastic. It's so great. It means the world to me. This is Trucy Wright. She's a magician and Mr. Wright's adopted daughter. Yeah. She's becoming quite renowned in the magic world these days for her impressive skills. A lot of people get this wrong, but Apollo's actual job is being my magic assistant. Fact. So true, Trucy. Tell them. Tell the world. No, you're the one who gets it wrong. Their brother and sister relationship is so great, you know? Which, you know, I think I remember originally I was just like, oh, they have such a, you know, sibling relationship. And then, like, you know, it was over time you're like, oh, okay. That makes sense. You know, like with the reveals you get as well, you're like, oh, okay, you know. But like, that's again why the game is such. These games are so well written, is that they drop like little crumbs for you that you think are nothing at first, and they become like something bigger. So like, it's always good to expect things to always like come back or like mean something, you know. So when I was like, oh, I have like such sibling energy, and then you see why, you know. I think you do the trick you always do with the office for me, Trucy. Okay. Behold, the wondrous magic that can make anything disappear. Oh my god, the pants. Ta-da! Her smile is infectious. My magic panties are an extra-dimensional galaxy. Bravo, Trucy, bravo. I love how supportive Athena is. Okay, but why do you always have to make my attorney's badge disappear? Well, that's because out of everyone at the Wright agency, you're the one I get the best reaction. 100% big sibling energy, you know. The reason why she keeps doing it to you is because she always gets a rise, you know what I mean? Always. I'm smiling from ear to ear with this, I really am. That doesn't make my poor badge feel any better. Well, legitimately, like, if you just went like, okay, cool, that's a cool trick, she probably wouldn't do it as much, but she finds it really funny. Oh my god, this is like the first time we get to do this, so she would go around examining things around the room first. Okay, so you shouldn't touch anything while I'm not around either. She's read my mind. The angry face. So I guess like we can't examine anything just yet. That's fine. We'll talk to Trucy first. So can we present anything? I guess we can present her badge and see what she says about this. Oh, your attorney's badge? Does this mean you want me to... Oh, make it disappear again? I knew I shouldn't have done that. Hey, why'd you put it away? Fine, if that's the way you're gonna be. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! She made it disappear again? Hey, don't make it... Wait, my badge is still here. That was my badge, Truth. Oh my god, I can't. This pose is always so adorable. Remember Mr. Hat? Let's talk to Trucy. How's the show going, Trucy? Guys, I am dying. This is the best. This is so joyous. Thanks again for inviting us, Trucy. Thank you for coming. Your show sure packs a wallop. I nearly fell out of my seat when that dragon showed up. Oh, that's cool seeing this side to it too, because we saw it as like an animation, what you would imagine it would be like, you know, in your head. But like it actually like looks like this, like it's like a stage play kind of prop. When it attacked you, whew, I was terrified, even though I knew it was all just part of the show. That's good, because that trick is the crowning glory of Act 1. I'm really glad you're enjoying the show. I heard your shows are completely sold out, Trucy. They say your fans wear all over the tickets and oh wow, like an instant sellout. Awesome. Like hungry wolves going after the prey. Sounds like you've made a loyal pack of followers yourself already, Trucy. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, and those people will follow you to the ends of the earth as long as you know you keep it up. But you are the only ones who got a special VIP invitation from me. Today's just a dress rehearsal for the performer staff, family, and friends. A general probe, huh? That's what they call it in Germany. A general probe, is it? The real show isn't until the day after tomorrow. By the way, are you going to finally do your magic panties trick on stage after the break? Sorry to disappoint anyone who came just to see my magic panties. But the next trick is completely new. I'm debuting it today. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. Oh, a new trick, huh? Are you going to chop Apollo up into little lawyer bits? Funny, I don't recall ever agreeing to anything like that. Well, we have to support Trucy. While that does sound like a good idea, today's trick is totally a new troupe Grammaire original. Okay. The entire future of the troupe is riding on the success of this special new trick. Oh, and again, of course, she would put this on her shoulders. Of course she would. You know what I mean? But like, please don't, you know, put too much pressure on yourself. How so? Let's talk about the special trick. Yeah, I love talking to her. I love seeing that she has like a loyal fan base. That's awesome. This show is really important to me. It isn't like any of the other shows I've done. As the rightful heir to the Truc Grammaire repertoire of magic, this show is my first chance to unveil the tricks I've inherited. Truc Grammaire, huh? Yeah, I've posted them hanging right over there. So will they do a recap for us as well? Which is always nice. It feels like it's been ages since I've seen a picture of them. Truc Grammaire was the group of magicians who dominated the magic world in their day. Trucy is the sole heir to the troupe's entire repertoire of stage magic. The design up in the far over the top left is awesome. It's so cool. Huh? Who's this guy? Yeah, that's the thing. I don't recognize that guy at all. It's really cool design. And who's the guy in the green and purple on the left here? It's so interesting, like how they've introduced like some of these characters beforehand, though, right? Like, and how, like it's always been in very unique and very special ways. It was a big part of the story, a huge part of the story. Oh, that's the great Mr. Reese, the other magician in today's show. He used to belong to Truc Grammaire too. Oh, really? I didn't know that at all. Never even heard of him. Hey, so tell us more about this special magic you're going to reveal today. Is that person now in the record? It's not. They're not in the record yet. I imagine they will be at some point, though. It's a secret Truc Grammaire trick, left behind by my late granddaddy, Magnifique Grammaire. It's never been performed before, so this is the first time it'll be seen by the public. The grand unveiling, huh? No wonder she's been working so hard. Well, I better get going. Huh? Where to? To practice my act, of course. The show's only a few days away. You're really pushing yourself. Didn't you practice until late last night too? Yep, because everything's got to be just right. Trucy inherited all the Truc Grammaire's magic tricks from her father when he died. And the troupe's entire legacy is now resting on her shoulders. No wonder she's feeling the pressure, and that's what worries me. And again, I understand that like she's talented enough to get through this. But sometimes it's not just talent, it's the emotional side of it. I don't want her to like put too much pressure on her shoulders. And I think it's like very, very daunting when like every other, you know, there's only 2 Truc Grammaire people like active right now. You know? Zach isn't active, like, you know, her mother isn't active. It's just, it's all very like, there's a lot of pressure. Looks like everything's going well today though. I mean, that last trick was perfect. It was amazing. Grace under pressure, that's me. I'm happy you are, I'm happy you have grace under pressure. After all, a true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. Amazing. Amazing. That's a Truc Grammaire creed. But you can always like, you know, I understand that what she's saying is that like, this is like, it's actually like an old thing that I heard from like an old, it was from a streamer who said this at one point too. But obviously it's changed now, by the way. Nobody should do this, by the way. It used to be a thing where you did this. back in the day, where like you would not like tell your audience that you're like sick or that you're tired or anything, I guess, too, because legitimately, like, they're there to enjoy. And again, I still think there's like a lot to be said about that too, because you don't talk about like whatever stuff like that make you don't want to drag your audience into stuff that like is like not great. You know what I mean? Because it's one of those things that they come to be entertained. You come to be entertained by the game. They come to like want to play the game with you. Sometimes it's their time off. It's literally like their lunch break sometimes. It's literally sometimes they're just like, watching it in the back of a car or on a train or something. They just want to relax. But I think it's changed now the way, like, now YouTubers will be honest and be like, hey, I'm a little under the weather today, so sorry if this is that, because again, it probably was like a little bit like toxic, that whole thing, that whole culture of just like, don't say if you're sick, don't say if you're this, or whatever. So I'm glad that it's kind of changed. But back in the day, it used to be just like, yeah, just don't let them know you're sick. Just don't, keep, power through it or whatever. Yeah. It's hard to believe you've accomplished so much even though you're still in high school. She is still so young. But to tell you the truth, I'm actually pretty nervous. That's normal. That's so normal. Who wouldn't be? Oh, I bet this would do the trick. You'll be fine, Trucy. If anyone can do it, you can. Oh, that was just the boost I needed. Should we shout like for the top of our lungs this as well? Should we shout I'm fine? Apollo's fine, sure as a way of really hitting you right in the heart. Yeah, 100%. And the ears. He has such a great vocal, like that's one of his traits, right? He's very loud. Enough ragging on my voice already. I just want to see Apollo as well. Trucy. Oh, hi, Bonnie. Oh, Bonnie. Such a cool character design. But again, you expect no less from Phoenix, right? They always have great character designs. The guy, Reese over there as well has a great character design too. This is another great character design also. I love like the droopy eyes. She kind of has like a rabbit's it's how you draw a rabbit's mouth almost, but she has a little rabbit nose too. It's actually really, really an adorable design. And of course the rabbit ears. Look at the shoulder pads of the suit as well. Love it. Really, really adorable.
It's almost time for the second act.
Oh, okay, thanks. Well, Apollo, Athena, enjoy the rest of the show. Break a leg, Trucy. Thanks, I will. I hope her new trick goes well. Hey, this is Trucy we're talking about. She'll be fine. I love the confidence that Apollo has in her, of course.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure.
Huh?
Performing magic is like walking a tightrope. There's always an element of danger.
Oh my god, the tears as well. She looks like a rabbit became a human. She does, right?
One little mistake can even cost you your life, I wonder if she'll make it across today.
She will. She will. Bonnie, you're worrying me already. And what do you mean by that exactly? Oh, nothing. Is she actually doing a tightrope trick? No, excuse me. I thought she was saying it figuratively. So that's Bonnie's book on the table, by the way. She's gone. What was all that about? Judging what she said, I'm going to guess she's probably a magician too. Come on, Apollo. We got to get back to our seats now or we'll be late. That Bonnie made me so freaking worried. So worried almost instantly. Ow. Hey, stop pulling. She's just excited. Let's see. Nothing better happened to Trucy, I swear to God. Guess it's time to move back to the stage. And we can't explore yet. I'm guessing, like, there's probably a chance that something could happen here right now. Right? There's probably a chance that something could happen here. But that's Ace Attorney, right? And while this has been so happy, I have a bad feeling now. You know what I mean? I have a really bad feeling. This has been so happy and so joyous. There's a Mr. Hat keychain over there. I think it's one of those things where, like, I'll have to just take a deep breath and we'll go. It's worse when it's about Trucy, you know what I mean? It's like, it's even worse. Because obviously it's already scary when it's a new character that's got hurt or something like that too. But nothing better happened to Trucy, I swear to God. Please let nothing happen to Trucy. Wait, it's a box, like a sword box. April 27, Penrose Theater, stage. Hurry up, Apollo, it's about to start. I want to see what Trucy's next trick is. You're really wound up today, aren't you? I love how excited she is. Why don't you take your seat and try to relax? I love how they're both like really supportive of Trucy, but in their own ways, right? Apollo's like a little bit calmer. He's very proud of her, clearly. But it's in like a very like, kind of like very, not analytical, but kind of like, you're going to do great, you're going to do this, you're going to do all this stuff. Like very like straightforward in a way. But he still is proud and excited for her. Athena's excitement is also just as sweet, but in like a different way, where she's like so like energetic and like over the moon for it. And I feel like this is the two perfect people you want in your corner, right? Someone who's like, you're gonna do fine, don't worry about it, you got this, you're amazing. And the other person who's gonna be like, yeah, this is gonna freaking rule, this is gonna be so sick. And it's perfect to have those two people around. Oh look, there's a TV reporter over there with a TV camera and everything. Oh yeah, baby. Athena, sit down. You're blocking people's view. Yeesh. I feel like I'm babysitting here. Athena's very funny as well, and so is Trucy, and so is Maya. And I feel like Ace Attorney like has like a lot of like women in these games that are just hilarious. They really are. And I remember I made like the one tweet that I think ever got traction with like Ace Attorney fandoms, like that randomly just got traction. I remember I made a tweet just saying like the Ace Attorney writers sit around the table and just go, all right guys, okay, so let's make the prettiest man you've ever seen, and who's gonna be the other character? What about the funniest woman you've ever heard of in your life? It's like, okay, let's go for it, you know? They literally are just like such funny characters. It's like usually like it's like like I really feel like they are like the comedic characters in the game as well. Like, you know, when you look at Maya, Athena, and Trucy, I think, and even Pearls, like hilarious characters, so freaking funny. And they're not just funny, but they have their own charms too, and they're amazing in their own right. But I feel like it's so great to have them around as well, because they are like to me, like the funniest characters in these games. And they're funny not for a reason of just like, hey, ain't they dumb or ain't they silly and like, oh my god, they did something wrong. It's more just like they are like so, their personalities are so outgoing and sometimes harsh, sometimes brutal, but in a really funny way. They're energetic in a funny way. Like there's something about like the stuff that they say back to you as well. They always like have your number. Like it's all like, and by the way I mean that, but like they always like have a way to like, you know, bite back at you in a way. They always make me laugh and smile so much. Like they really do. When the public performance of Trucy in the Grand Mayor Land begins in just 2 short days. But today they've very kindly agreed to give us a sneak preview. Okay, cool. Isn't this exciting? Apollo, do you think I was on TV just now? Maybe. How should I know? But if you were disgracing our entire agency, that's for sure. No way. No way. People are going to see this lovely, bright red hair and the yellow jacket and go, wow, make her a star as well. Hey, what the heck is that supposed to mean? Whoa, with music. Here it comes. Oh, no. Yeah, they are.
Give up your dastardly
Oh,
ways.
Trucy. Oh, she's a bad guy. The rabbit girl, Bonnie. Look at Trucy and Mr. Hat.
Over here.
Wait. This better be part of the show. Again, so well animated. She's blowing a kiss to Mr. Hat. Oh, no way. What?
Come now, Mr. Hat. Offer the girl's life up to Mr. Rias and bring him back to life.
Oh, it's like a resurrection of Mr. Reese within the story? Oh, but Trucy, that's actually cool. That's a really cool trick. Oh, there's a follow.
Just when and how did she make the switch?
Oh, his voice.
You won't be reviving anyone today.
Get her, Trucy. Wait, who's in there? Wait. Did something happen there? Well, that was amazing. I have no idea how she scared. Can I just say as well, like, if someone did that on stage where they transform from Mr. Hat into Trucy or to anyone, I'd be blown away. A few things about that. Really well animated as always. So cool. Trucy is like magician's outfit. It's actually pretty freaking cool. Like I love like the boots. Like they actually work really well fashion wise. Like it's very good color coordination as well. I don't think we've ever noticed that because we've never seen like a full animated form. But I always loved her design as well. But like in that sense too, like it was like what a great way to incorporate like a story into it too. Like, you know, like Bonnie like kicking her into the box and like, you know, her possessing Mr. Hat with her own powers. It makes the magic show into like a drama piece as well, which I think probably some magicians do, but I haven't seen many magicians in my life, but it's a really cool idea. Also, we got to hear Apollo's voice, which I guess, like, you know, it's like we probably have heard it like once or twice before with the objections, but it's a lot like, it's very like, and he is still young, you know, he's still a young dude, still very youthful, right? Still very like energetic and like bright. It's really cool to hear that too, because he is a loud character. Yeah, I love the animated cutscenes. They do such a good job with this stuff. They really do. So well drawn. It's so cool to see the characters in a different light, fully animated and moving all the time. So I'm glad they're doing more of them, for sure. I'm glad Trucy's escape trick went off without a hitch. And then these animations, the 3D animations actually even like getting better too. And when I open the coffin, like this inside, you see. Oh no, that's what I was thinking when I asked did something happen is legitimately because like when she stuck that knife in, I was like, did something happen there? Mr. Reese, did she actually like, no, is Trucy gonna be implicated in this? No. Oh, this is gonna devastate her. But how? I wonder what's going on. He's not getting up. Trucy? Oh my god, and the dragon fell as well. So whoever did this planned this. They had to plan this. The horror that screams as well. Trucy better be okay, I swear to God. I swear to God. What just happened? Woman in an accident? That is devastating. Because he's probably dead. But then this thing crushing everything. I know Trucy's going to be not going to, you know, pass away. But I don't even want her to get hurt either. An accident. What the hell? Is like that guy dead? Wait. That's not part of the act? No, it's definitely not part of the act. What the hell just happened? So someone clearly like put him in the box there. Someone clearly made this deadly. Someone rigged this to fall as well. But they, for some reason, they wanted to implicate Trucy in this because Trucy will be implicated in this for sure. It's her act. Attention, please! For your own safety, we ask that everyone please evacuate the building. This is so bad. What's going on? Is Trucy okay? Yes, please check on Trucy. Outside, everyone evacuate. No, check on Trucy. Well, hey, stop. Yeah, you can't. The security's not gonna be able to stop. We have to get past security. We have to. What the hell, guys? April 27th. Penrose Theatre. Man, that's so rough. Because here's the thing, right? Oh, like, of course we have the dead body. That's already bad. That's already bad having someone die in the middle of a show. Or die anywhere like this. Of course it's bad. But, like, the look on Trucy's face, and this is her big moment, this whole thing. Someone clearly has set her up, I think, as well. That's what we're going to get at here. I think someone has set her up for some reason. But because it looked like that thing was rigged to fall. It looked like, you know, because clearly Trucy didn't know he was going to be, like, hurt in there. I wonder if someone even, like, you know, maybe could have replaced it with a real sword. Because I remember when she stuck the knife in, the first thing I thought was, they're emphasizing this. And I was like, wait, what's happening? You know? Man. I hope Trucy's okay. I really hope Trucy's okay. Because that's the first thing I'm thinking of is Trucy okay? April 27, Penrose Theatre. They kicked us out. Hey, what gives? And by the way, I want to make clear, when I was saying we got to push through security, like, it is very difficult in a crowd of people panicking to push through security, because the first thing security will do is they're not going to be asking you, they're not going to say, hey, do you know the people here? Because anyone can say that. They're going to say, get out until we figure things out. So it makes perfect sense that we weren't able to get back there 100%. Will somebody please tell us what's going on exactly? It's a panic. It's a panic. Poor Trucy. I hope she's okay 100%. That's all I'm thinking about right now. Hey, here comes that staff member from before. Your attention, please. We regret to inform you that today's show has been cancelled. What? Oh my god, on Trucy's big day as well. But I was looking forward to the rest of it. We are very sorry, but the theater is on lockdown pending the police investigation. Excuse me, because of that accident? That man in the coffin, is he... well, we're still trying to figure out things out, sir. But I can tell you that Mrs. Wright is fine. She wasn't injured, so please... Okay, thank God. I hope it... No, I don't think anyone's going to think I'm insensitive by worrying about that first. Like, we've seen a lot of dead bodies in this game, and it's always going to be horrible to hear about people's deaths, especially people that, you know, like, don't deserve to die. 100%. Like, it's always going to be horrible. But I think it's, like, perfectly reasonable for us to, for the first thing for us to think about is Trucy okay? 100%. Okay, thank goodness she's okay. Hey, you there. Who is this? Man, the designs are so, I mean, it's Ace Attorney, so the designs are always going to be distinctive and so, like, personality driven, right? Like, really, like, detailed now as well, right? What the heck is going on? They wouldn't even let me in. Me, for crying out loud. Mr. Rentins? There was an accident during the show. An accident? Great, just great. That's all I need right now. Do you have any idea how much money we're sinking into this program? There's no way. And oh, he's like, okay, look at this. Again, this is why Ace Attorney does this thing with designs, because they realize, by the way, it's a visual novel, so they want to sell the design as like the personality through the design as well as through what they say. So look, we have a gold chain, right, that has like a coin on it, a gold coin. We have money sticking out of the pocket, the designer glasses, the hat slightly tilted, the very like kind of like designed like, you know, groomed beard, with this very fancy frilly shirt with like the coffee in hand. Well, I think people should allowed to have a coffee. I'm not saying that just makes it rich, but I think they're trying to use the coffee as a way of being like, isn't he kind of fancy? You know, maybe back in like, you know, 2016, like that was like a very fancy thing to like hold a latte, you know, even though like that's a pretty common thing now, I guess. But you know what I mean? It's like definitely like selling through the design that like, you know, and then he says this about the money. So there's like a very money focused character here possibly. And you are the man behind the scenes, the one who that's you. This is a fine kettle of fish. Let me tell you, spinning all this is going to be a real pain in my posterior, believe you me. Spinning as in covering it up? Why would you cover it up? Look, I gotta get inside. Seriously, can't a guy catch a break around here? Well, there he goes. Why don't we go back to the office for now? I would really like to get in contact with Trucy, but I understand what she's saying. They're not going to let us talk to Trucy. I'm sure Trucy would call us once things have settled down. Yeah, I guess you're right. And here's the thing, right? I also think as well that there's probably an aspect of this where these characters aren't thinking right now someone's out to get Trucy, because again, we can look at it from the outside perspective, because while we were panicking as well, nervous about what happened to Trucy, we also instantly, you know, as Ace Attorney fans go, oh, this is a setup and someone was trying to do something here. But from their perspective, it could have just been an accident. It could have been something that's happening. Again, and also they're very high emotions right now because they're like, you know, right at the situation. So I totally understand that they're not right away just thinking we got to stay around and figure out what happened. I don't think we can examine anything, can we? Oh, we can. Okay. What are all these weird objects anyway? Are they supposed to be modern art? Like that clock. Is it just me or are the hands moving awfully fast? Ay caramba, what kind of clock doesn't show a proper time? Is that part of what makes it art? Who knows? Hey, take a look at that man in the front of the clock. He's trying real hard to set his watch. Oh, buddy. Hey, mister. Oh, the poor man trying to set his watch. So these are all modern art stuff. This is like a very common type of modern art type thing. I don't like, again, something for me like as well, like I don't mind looking at art, like, but my favorite type of art is just like drawings, really, you know, as well. These type of buildings though that people build, always incredible. Like I don't know how you do this. It's insane. What an odd building. The name Penrose Theater comes from the Penrose Triangle, an impossible object. Okay. It's called an impossible object because it only exists in an optical illusion. An optical illusion. Uh-huh. Just like how that cube on the front of the building isn't really a cube at all. Isn't it? It sure looks like a cube to me. It's just the way it's shaded. The dark and the light parts make it look like it's jutting outwards towards us, but it really... Interesting, so it's not jutting out towards us. Very interesting, okay. What? Isn't it? It isn't? Come on, let's take a look at it from over there. Okay. Very... What? You're right, that's really cool. You're right, that's so weird. Now, do you get it? I kind of get it, but that's such an interesting way of doing things. I think so it's kind of hard to tell. Very, very cool stuff. And there's poor Trucy on the freaking poster. Look, there's Trucy, front and center. With the pose as well. So the show actually starts the day after tomorrow, huh? I don't know if you've noticed, but you see that man in front of the poster? He's been standing there a long time looking at it. Yeah, I noticed. And sometimes he kind of stretches his hand towards it a little bit. Oh, I bet he's one of Trucy's fans. You think he's going to try and make off with it? Who knows? Oh, look. I guess we don't have to worry. Huh? Every time the man reaches for it, the dog growls and puts up his pad leg. Yeah, it kind of begs the question, who's the master and who's the pet? If he tried to take Trucy's poster, we just jump him. Like, without remorse. He's dead. You know? So I guess we can move on now as well. Yeah, this is like a very interesting way of starting stuff too, but it definitely seems like there's some sort of setup here, right? It definitely seems like something was set up here. And that's just our Ace Attorney brains, I think, that goes to that right away, right? For sure. I don't think we don't usually need to do these as well, but I can click on them just to see if there are any changes and stuff to do, because usually she'll tell us what to do. Like, but if we already know what to do, I think it's good to like move on, you know? So Athena, any ideas? Sorry. I've got nothing. I mean, it's just one amazing trick after another. Who could figure it all out? I was asking if you have any ideas about the accident, not the show, Athena. And then we know what to do. We have to move on here as well. But we can see if like there's any changes here anyway. It's only going to take a second. I can't believe they have to cancel the rest of the show. I wonder if Trucy's okay. Yeah, poor thing. After all our hard work too. I sure wish Mr. Wright was here right now. Well, I guess you better head back to the office. There's nothing we can do here. I do like a story that's centered around Phoenix's kids. You know what I mean? I do love that. And it's not that I'm just like, I'm happy that he's not here. I think it's a very interesting story to take. Having like you know, I know Pearls isn't here either, you know what I mean? I know that too. But you know what I mean? Having like three of like the agency kids all together is going to be interesting. So let's go to the Write Anything agency. April 27th, Write Anything agency. Oh, phone call. It's no use. I can't get a hold of Mr. Wright. I wonder if something happened to him in Crane. Maybe... Excuse me, guys. Maybe he got caught up in some kind of trouble again. As always, he definitely did. He had to fight up against religious corruption. Yeah, trouble's drawn to him like iron fillings to a magnet, 100%. Hey, Apollo. Speaking of the Crane, they're showing something about it on TV right now. Okay. There has to be some surprising news coming out of the Kingdom of Crane. There has been some surprising news. The country recently saw defense attorney Phoenix Wright win in a not guilty verdict. This is like the first in 23 years. The first verdict of its kind in 23 years. That's, yeah, imagine them hearing this, man. They're like, oh my god, wait, what? You know? How did this happen? Mr. Wright won a trial in Crane? Lawyers are said to be highly suspected in the Kingdom of Crane. So Mr. Wright's win was an upset victory amidst entrenched hostility. It's so awesome. It's so awesome he was able to do this, right? So awesome. Wow. Did you hear that? The first time in 23 years, he's amazing. He's honestly incredible. Yeah, but what's he doing in court there in the first place? That's the, yeah, I love that. I love that. That's our like our first reaction is like, wow, like he won, and then but in reality, it's like, wait, why was he there? Why was he in a court case already? You know? I thought he was just went for a visit. It's Phoenix. I feel like Phoenix would go on holidays to like Mars and somehow end up in a trial. That's the next game, by the way. I would kill for another Ace Attorney game even after this. I know like there's still other games I have to play, like the Ace Attorney Chronicles Part 2 and the investigations I have to play as well. And I also want to, since like I don't know how you guys feel about this, but since I haven't played, I haven't played Phoenix Wright, the first one, since the I played on the DS, like I think it was like 10 years ago. And the reason I think it was even more than 10 years ago. I played it, and I remember the reason I like played this on the channel is because what happened was I played the first game on the DS, and I remember I went like, this is something I should play on the channel. So I didn't play the second one until I played it on the channel years and years and years later. Because it's actually one of the things. It's like you probably like, Calvin, you've been doing it for that long. I have actually been uploading videos, I think, since like 2015 on and off. I didn't start doing it every single day and like started being serious about it until like 2019, but there was like, even back then I remember thinking to myself like, I'll save this for the channel, you know? And there was so many games like that I was like, I'll save this for a channel, save this for a channel, save this for a channel, like so many games. Some games ended up not being saved for the channel, but still, you know? But I remember just that moment where it's like, oh, this would be like a fun playthrough, I bet. I thought he just went for a visit. So he was in some kind of trouble, just like we thought. Next, an update on the unfortunate accident that occurred at the Penrose Theatre. Hey, now they're talking about the accident at the Trucy show. Famed magician, the great Mr. Reese, was skewered with a sword and died on the spot. I wanted to see this character. I wanted to talk to him. He looks so cool. You know what I mean? Like, this happens all the time in Ace Attorney, where they'll have a character who dies who looks so cool, and you're like, I wish I got to know him. Oh no! So he really is dead. And now here's the footage of that deadly moment. You're showing it just blatantly. Just like that? And now we're seeing it from like a non-2D animated way. Like this itself is such a fun idea for a trick, right? Like possessing her sidekick and all this stuff too. Like it's like for a dramatic like cartoon story, Saturday morning like villain hero story, you know, that you used to watch as a kid. This is perfect for that, you know? And this was the transition. Look at Trucy holding this like freaking broad. It's not broad, it's a straight sword. She's so cool. Get it, Trucy. But then we know what happens here, yeah. That's the one when I was like, there's something, they emphasize it so much. Oh, but look at her smile as well. She was so happy. She's like, I've done it. Look at her smile. You see what I mean? Oh my god. Oh, look at her face. And then, oh, she got out of the way. Yeah, she definitely got out of the way. She knew to leave right away. She knew to leave right away. Mr. Reese's body is invisible in this footage, but these are still very shocking images. The magician Trucy Wright is reportedly still only a high school student. Could it be that this unfortunate accident happened due to a lack of proper training? Do not. Oh my god. See, this is what I mean. No matter what, even if like they can't pin a direct murder on her, right? The idea of pinning this idea of like maybe she'll never be able to form magic again and doing that kind of way, they could do that too. And that will literally change her life forever, you know? It's awful in that way. It really is. Did the young magician have enough experience, preparation, and knowledge? Just so it seems like it's going to bring her down no matter what. Some might say the troupe Khmer should be held accountable for this incident. Hey, what kind of bias reporting is this? The troupe Khmer is one person in the troupe now. It is very awful reporting. They make it sound like it's all Trucy's fault. It's very tabloid-esque, right? The idea of like instantly going to like, was she inexperienced? Because that's just speculation. You know what I mean? That's opinion. That's a speculative opinion. And it's not news. It's not news whatsoever. They should have ended the whole thing on like the police are still doing an investigation. We'll give you more when we have it. That would be better. But they went right into making it sensationalized. And now what I learned about like, cause you know, like with the idea of like, and this is from someone from like, you know, like actual people who are like working like journalism stuff like this too. There's this like effect that happens with tabloids where a tabloid will put their headline as Trucy Wright, inexperienced magician, right, as their tabloid. And let's say that's as their headline. And let's say that runs for 6 weeks and that's proven wrong. And it's like Trucy, and then the next headline after 6 weeks is Trucy Wright found innocent on all charges, not inexperienced, right? The problem is the damage is already done to the point of, and this is actually like a true thing. I'm not even joking. Like this is actually like a psychological thing. A lot of people don't care that much about finding out the rectifying factor that changes everything. A lot of people just like only remember that headline forever. And some people only read the headline. Some people walk by the paper and I know the paper isn't as important as it was before, but like even on news sites, a lot of people like look on a news site and be like, oh, Trucy Wright, an experienced magician? Holy hell. They won't think about that news story then for like 6 weeks, 5 weeks, a year. And a year from now, even though she was found innocent, they'll go, oh, Trucy Wright, that was an inexperienced magician, wasn't it? Yeah, because that's what headlines do. They like ingrain into people's brain, and some people don't have like, you know, they don't even read articles, so they won't even know that's a speculative opinion. So even headlines and phrases like this can hurt someone's like, you know, reputation like that. It can, you know? Oh, we just received more breaking news. Oh my. Oh God. The young magician in question, Trucy Wright, is now on... What? I mean, this is what they were probably... Whoever did this tried to set this up. 100% involuntary manslaughter. Holy hell. What? We will keep you updated as this unfortunate tale unfolds. I forgot what involuntary manslaughter, but is that because it's someone dies under your watch? And someone dies under something you did, even though you didn't intend it, they'll see it as like a malpractice or something like that. Where you didn't prepare enough, or you did something that led to it, even though you didn't intend to. It's like the equivalent of someone dying because you unintentionally like set up the bungee cord in the wrong way, even though you didn't intend to do it, but you did it in such an unsafe way, even though you didn't intend to do it, that like they see it as like a I think that's what it is. I could be wrong as well. Trucy's under arrest. She can't be. Apollo, we've got to do something. Yeah, let's get out to the detention center right away. 100%. We're going to defend the hell out of Trucy as well. Before I forget, I think I'll jot down a few things about the case. I'll just open up the court record with R, sort of giving us another tutorial. So here's the other characters as well. Bonnie, a body-themed assistant who appeared on stage with Trucy. Mr. Rettins, a man who's somewhat connected with the magic who showed up at the theater after the incident took place. Our Trucy, particularly set of circles that led to her being adopted by Mr. Wright, a world-class magician on the rise. And flip this bunch of most tabs here with L or R to make a few notes. I can use it like kind of like a to-do list. Oh, they introduced this in the previous game, right? If I ever get stuck, I can just refer to these notes. So, this is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. Trucy's probably absolutely terrified as well. And the thing is, I'm sure we can examine the room, but I'm not sure. I would like, honestly, it's one of those things where like it's really always hard because like I want to move on right now. So canonically we moved on, but it's one of those things where I don't know if like we will get to look at this stuff too, and I don't want to miss out on anything. But Evan's personality littering the office, this place is messy as ever. Yeah, take this loud jacket of yours for example. It's been sitting here forever. Loud? What do you mean loud? I love that jacket. Oh yeah, why don't you ever wear it then? Well, the last time I wore that jacket. Oh, Polly, I'm so happy for you. You finally decided to take the plunge. Now you're ready for your stand-up comedy debut. You, Daddy, and Athena should form a group. I can see it now. Primary color punch. Oh my god, because you made fun of the jacket. Let's just say that jacket brings back painful memories. I wonder if it's legit because like his the sisterly thing of her like, you know, getting on his nerves. 100%. But yeah, this office has so much personality. But that's, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like canonically we moved on right away because I would move on right away. But it's also a situation where like I think you guys understand we don't want to miss any like fun stuff or something like that. Mr. Wright sure has a lot of law books and old case files. It sure looks that way, doesn't it? But take a closer look. Most of those books and files have to do with magic. Wow, you're right. They're just hidden behind law book covers. Little by little, Trucy's taking over the whole office with her magic equipment. Good. I hate to admit it, but recently, I sometimes feel like I'm going to forget I'm even a lawyer when I'm here. Honestly, I love it though. I love all the magic stuff. It sounds like Trucy's magic started to take over your brain too. No, I love that though. I love that like it's such a vibe as well for where like Trucy stuff is like littering the place, like because Phoenix does not mind whatsoever. You know what I mean? I've always thought these shelves are a little bit awkward and hard to use. Yeah, the shape doesn't really lend itself well to the concept of shelves. I mean, there's a hole in the top part and everything. Did you ever notice that every now and then things disappear when you put them inside? That's probably, yeah, magic box. It's like the shelves remember that they used to be a magic props or something. Like they have a life of their own. No, the most useful piece of furniture in the world to say, not the most useful piece of furniture in the world to say the least. I agree. I definitely agree with that sentiment, but it's really cute to have it there too. I wonder what kinds of tricks Trucy uses these things for. Like the little guillotine, for example. Well, a human head definitely wouldn't fit. So maybe something small and fuzzy? Ooh, that's disgusting. Not to mention cruel. Trucy would never do anything like that. You didn't get mad the time Trucy put my head in the guillotine. That's because you performed your role with such gusto. She's like, you did it so well. I mean, your screws are so realistic. I couldn't stop laughing. They playfully bully Apollo every day. That's because they were on 100% real. Oh my god, the image of Trucy having a guillotine with Apollo's head and him going, help, help. But Trucy would just hold still. And Athena being like, oh my god, you're doing amazing, Apollo, you know? I think it's the last thing we can look at here. It's yet another magic prop. Oh, a hoop. I'm really good at that. How about you? Nope, I just don't seem to have the knack for it. I figured as much. After all, you're really not in tune with your body. You do realize this hoop is used for a levitating woman trick, right? What? It's not for hula dancing? And since you're really good at that... No, what I meant was... I think I'll recommend you to Trucy for the assistant role then. You can take over for me. Guys, I'm sorry that legitimately, it's such a horrible thing happening. Then in the back of my mind, all I can think is like, Trucy is still using Apollo to practice all of her tricks. That's so sweet. That's such a sweet thing. Because again, it shows their relationship is still such like a strong relationship. What did I hula myself into? Yeah, I think we can go. I think we can definitely go. Yeah. Unless we have, yeah, I think it's definitely go. We canonically we left already, right? But it's one of those things where I know you guys would understand that we don't want to miss anything either. Let's go to the detention center then. Let's go to the detention center. Oh, Trucy, I do not like seeing Trucy here at all. April 27th, detention center. Visitor room. Poor Trucy. What can we even say to her? It is so horrible. Like, I want to, like, literally break her out of here. Oh, Polly, Athena. Trucy and this music. Do you hear this? There's so much drama in it, right? There's like a fearfulness, a worry that you feel when you listen to this music. Yeah, it has like a gothic vibe as well, which is really cool. Yeah, but it can't help you just make the anxiety feel worse, right? Intentionally so, I think. Trucy, are you okay?
I'm fine, don't worry about me.
We saw the news about the accident on TV.
Guess I can't Houdini my way out of this one.
I got arrested and everything. I know you did.
They say I'm the one who caused the accident.
But that's not true, right?
To be honest, I don't really know.
Oh no, Trucy, don't think this way. Oh, look, and again, she was so happy to do this whole trick as well. And she said that the reputation of her whole troop relied on this. I mean, I have no idea how an accident like that could have happened. The trick went off without a hitch. I'm sure of that much. Still, the police just won't listen to me. Oh, and she's huffing and puffing as well, you know. You can tell like she's like, you know, heart beating, anxiety riddled as well. They've already decided that it was all my fault. We're gonna make sure that's not gonna work in court. We're gonna make sure. I'm exhausted after all their questions. They questioned you already? Without... Well, I guess like that's common in this game to not have a lawyer present sometimes for that stuff too. Don't answer any more questions. Look, she's been able to hang in there at least. Yeah, she really is one tough cookie. She's always been so tough. She's always been tough. She's been there for us more times than I think we've been there for her even. I know you're tired, but can you tell us a little bit about the accident? Yes, of course. Go ahead and ask me anything. I'll be fine. Trucy, you don't have to pretend to be fine, but I'm glad. I know you're tough. I know you are tough, but even the toughest people can feel sad about some stuff too, honestly. The incident. For starters, can you help us understand what happened? In today's show, there was a dead body in the coffin. How did that happen? Was it some kind of accident? I don't really know. The coffin was supposed to be empty when I opened it, but instead, Mr. Reese's body was in there. That must have been a huge shock for you. And when the dragon set piece fell down at the end, was that an accident too? It must have been. I have no idea how or why that would happen either. Nothing went the way it was supposed to. Poor Trucy, man. I still can't believe Mr. Reese is actually dead. As tough as she is, this is obviously taking a toll on her 110%. And like that's the thing, as I said, even the toughest of people feel that pain. You know, feel that sorrow, that you know, and that anxiety. Even the toughest people. But how did Mr. Reese's body get into the coffin in the first place? Trucy, we need you to tell us the secret of the trick. Oh. You know what they say, a magician never reveals her secrets. But I guess I should make an exception this time. Thank you for being so reasonable, Trucy, because I know how much the magic stuff means to her. But if you ever tell anybody, I'll make you my guinea pig for every single new magic trick from now on, Trucy. If you want me to do that, I'm there. Right? Don't worry, I'm a lawyer, remember? Client confidentiality is part of the job, but of course Apollo doesn't want to be like head in a guillotine anymore. But I'd be there, no problem. I know Apollo will be too, even though he gets, you know, scared of it, you know? I know sometimes he doesn't have a choice. Let's start with the magic trick. So let's call this trick Trucy's Great Escape. How did you get out of the coffin? Alright, here goes. I'll reveal the trick just for you two. Prepare yourselves for an exclusive explanation by the magical girl Trucy Wright. Oh, here we go. Awesome. There's a secret trapdoor on the stage that leads down to the underground passage. A trapdoor? So when did you slip down to the understage passage? Remember Mr. Hat was on stage holding the sword next to the coffin? Ah, well by then I had already escaped from the coffin and was waiting under stage. And while I was down there, I did several things to get ready for the next part. What technique? Okay, so what happened next? Mr. Hat quickly raised up to the catwalk by a wire. There was a cushion up there that acts as a shock absorber when Mr. Hat hits it. Meanwhile, I popped back up onto the stage through a different trapdoor. Really cool, isn't it? And voila! The switch is complete. Actually a really well done idea and really practical. You can see this working, right? 100%. It actually makes perfect sense. You know? It does make perfect sense. So stage diagram added to the court record. I had no idea all that was happening. I was convinced you were still in the coffin. That's how it works. That's what professional magicians do. Yeah, she's a great magician. They make their audience see something that isn't really there. In other words, you make us see illusions, right? We call it misdirection. While we keep you busy believing one thing, we're busy making something else happen. What we say in there really isn't. What we say is there really isn't, and what we say isn't there actually is. I get it. It's kind of like a magical bluff. But there's no escaping the fact that the victim's body was actually in the coffin. It wasn't empty like it was supposed to be. Yeah, that's the part I don't understand. Last thing in the world I expect to see in there was Mr. Reese. Could he have climbed there by mistake? I should get back to asking Trucy about the accident. And again, of course, like, she was excited talking about the actual magic trick, and of course she's gonna have to go back into, the idea of reality again. It's very tough. Can you tell us more about the victim? Like, it's very tough. Who exactly is this Mr. Reese? You said he used to belong to the troupe Grammaire, right? Wait, you don't know who the great Mr. Reese is, Apollo? He's super famous. He's all people talk about on TV. Really? I just assumed he was one more of Trucy's assistants. Oh my god, her face. Wait to diss the dead, Apollo. I don't think he meant it in that way. He just, like, was he was also, like, an assistant. He does not wait to look down on someone, So how did the two of you come to perform together, Trucy? Well, like I said, he used to be a member of the troupe Grammaire. He was a protege of my granddaddy, Magnifique Grammaire. So the TV station arranged for us to perform together this time because of that connection. Did he continue performing a magician after he left the troupe Grammaire? No, he got injured while practicing for a show about 13 years ago. That's why he left the troupe, and after that he took a break from magic for us, so that makes sense why you didn't really see him around the place, I guess. Or hear about him that much. I'm pretty sure it's a recent thing, him getting famous again. I only started seeing him on TV again maybe last year. I had nothing but respect for Mr. Reese as a magician. I can't tell you how sad I am this happened. I can't imagine how traumatic it must be to have someone die during your big show. Oh, but hey, Dory, I'm fine. I have to stay strong for my fans. No. If you wanted right now to break down and cry, you were totally entitled to. As I said, the strongest people I know still can cry. Wait, now? Oh, the bracelet. Okay. People tend to unconsciously tense up when they're trying to hide something. Of course, she's hiding. She's definitely. I wonder if she's hiding like emotions, or if it's actually just like something about the case that she doesn't want to, relate to us. And when I picked up on their distress, the bracelet around my wrist started to feel tight. So I guess this means that Trucy's trying to hide something from me. Well, I guess I should give my bracelet a tap with triangle, just to see. Oh yeah, this. I forgot about this. I can see things others can't. The slightest twitch and gesture or change in expression. Yes, I can see it all when I'm concentrating intensely like this. And when people are feeling nervous, they sometimes reveal a certain habit or tell. I'll just shift my viewpoint around until I find Trucy's tell. Her eyes. Oh, her shifty eyes. Oh my god, look at her sweet hair. Are you kidding me? Whoever did this has to die. We're going to kill them. I think I found her tell. Now listen carefully to every word that she said, and see what she gets shifty-eyed over. Sorry about that, guys. So now perceive with triangle, whatever she seems to be nervous about to get to the bottom of things. Don't worry. I'm fine, I say it's gonna be I'm fine.
Gotcha!
It's her saying she's fine. She's not fine. Come on, Trucy. You should know by now that you can't hide anything from me. Yes. Don't tell me that your bracelet reacted. Yup. I thought my smile was going to do the trick. Your smile is magnificent. It's adorable. We love your smile. But, it's okay not to be fine. It's so okay. It's so okay to be upset. Looks like I broke the first rule of being a magician. A true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face, right? Very somber music as well, right? What I love about the music in Ace Attorney is that it's so emotional and it fits the themes always so well, but it always has like a very strong like synth 80s vibe sometimes, or like a kind of a darker 80s vibe, I feel like. I remember hearing you say that before. That's right. It's a Grammaire motto that my daddy used to say before he passed away. I'll never forget it. It's one of the few precious memories I have of him. But you can't keep everything inside, Trucy. You'll burst. Why don't you tell me what's bothering you? I can't. If I did, you wouldn't believe me in it. Are you kidding me? There is nothing in this world that can make me, anyone in the Wright Anything agency stop believing you. That's not true. Like, Trucy, you have no idea how much everyone adores you. As an entertainer, you believe in always keeping a smile on your face. As a lawyer, I have belief that it's important to me as well. Oh, the badge?
Take that!
Your attorney's badge? I swore in this badge that I would always believe in my client to the bitter end. You're our client now. That's the cornerstone of being a good lawyer. Mr. Wright taught me as much, and we got that reaffirmed a bunch of times over the last playthrough as well. As you said, the big theme of the last game was reaffirming why they became lawyers. So no matter what you tell me, I'm going to keep believing you, Trucy. Yes. All I ask of you to have a little faith in me. The music is gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. All right. Thanks, Polly. And I mean this as a compliment. And thanks, Polly, by the way. I look at her, like the way her face kind of softened as well. I mean this is a compliment. The music like has like a very like 80s soap opera kind of like style. And I mean that totally as a compliment because again, it's not like it's like that's ever cheesy. They always had like amazing music in soap operas. It was always like really beautiful and like emotional, I felt like as well for me anyway, personally when I would hear it. Or even like old like TV shows that would like transition from a sad scene. It feels like that too. It feels like it has like a full orchestra behind it almost like. Her face just softened completely. The truth. Here we go. We're going to hear the truth. Polly, what if I made a mistake? What do you mean? What if it really was me who stabbed Mr. Reese? What makes you say that? Well, in my escape trick, I used both a real sword and a rubber sword. I switched the real sword for the rubber sword just before I stabbed into the coffin. Okay. So even if somebody had been in there, the rubber sword shouldn't have hurt them. But Mr. Reese was found dead in the coffin. I know, it just doesn't make any sense. I know I swapped the swords. I have faith that you swapped the swords, Trucy. I really do. I have such faith that you swapped the swords. Do I have faith in other people that they wouldn't swap the swords back around again? I don't. I think this was a setup in some way. That's my estimation. I think anyone who's played Ace Attorney smells a setup from a mile away, right? Would you guys agree? I think if you play Ace Attorney, you can sniff out a setup from 10 miles away. You're absolutely sure? Positive. I practiced that trick hundreds of times with no mistakes. I remember very clearly swapping the swords this time too. And wouldn't a rubber sword and a metal sword have a different feel to it too? Or could I have made a mistake this time? Could she really have? On the biggest trick of her life? Well, I better get going. Huh? Where to? To practice my act, of course. The show's only a few days away. You're really pushing yourself. Didn't you practice until late last night too? Because everything's got to be just right. Maybe I really did kill Mr. Reese. Let's not say this. Trucy? The worst possible mistake I could make. Such a horrific accident right in the middle of my show. And yet all I can think about is... Now that this has happened, True Chimera will get its performance rights pulled. There'll never be another show. And yeah, that's the thing. I wonder if it has something to do with that as well. People wanting to stop the troupe from coming back. Everything my family worked so hard for will be gone forever. Yeah, this is so emotional for her. Not just on the level of her being accused, which is already horrific. It's also like her family legacy that she was trying to like uphold. And poor Mr. Reese. A ruse. It's ruse, isn't it? Ruse. Ruse. His whole life and I had a great career ahead of him. I ruined everything. And she's putting this all on her shoulders as well. Holy hell. I destroyed it all. I took it all and she's blaming herself over already. Already. Polly, I'm ready to pave. No, Trucy, don't talk like this. Do not. And again, this what's playing on her mind now is definitely like high emotions and like the anxiety of the situation, the sadness coming from the situation. It's one of those things where like she's not thinking straight, right? And this happens and we've seen this in Ace Attorney games before, but like in this case, Trucy's such an honest and lovely person that rather than, say, this can't be true, I wouldn't make a mistake and be so confident in herself, she actually, the first thing she turns to is like, I let my family down. And this is from these high emotions. And I think what like she needs to realize is that like it's confessing and saying you did what you did right now is not going to help. And of course, it's hard to see that, again, we talk about seeing like, see through the fog. It's hard to see through the fog, but we'll do that for her. We'll see through the fog, hopefully. And we'll be the ones that will say like, we'll defend you. And I think we are going to defend her 100% in court. We're going to make sure nothing happens to Trucy. Oh my God. I'm just thinking about having to like, hear anyone accuse her in court. I'm going to be jumping over the stalls. Trucy, I don't think you did anything wrong. You don't. Again, what Apollo had the flashback. Apollo had that flashback, and what he thought of there was showing how much she practiced, how dedicated she was. This was the biggest trick of her life. I have one question going through my mind this whole time. Was this accident really your fault? What do you mean? I don't have any proof or anything. It's just, I don't think you'd ever make a mistake like that. I agree. Apollo? I saw how hard you worked on your tricks. This track. Oh. Staying up late every night to practice. And I know you've always got everything picture perfect. Nobody's perfect all the time. Still, I think someone else caused Mr. Ruse's death. Not any mistake of yours. This music is so great. Hits me right away. After all, you're sure you swapped the swords, right? Yes, I remember doing it. Then I just know it wasn't your fault, Trucy. But how can you say that? We don't have any proof it wasn't me. I mean, I know you're a great lawyer, Polly, but I believe in you, Trucy. Yes, that's what she needs to hear. And I believe in your skill as a professional magician 110%. You've been her assistant for years. You know how good she is. So I'm going to prove your innocence. Yes, Apollo, don't worry. You're going to be fine. Oh, let's shout it from the top of our lungs. Come on, Trucy. Oh, the sniffle. Oh, no, it's okay. You can let out, though. Oh, Trucy. Thank you, Apollo. Oh, thank you for believing in me. That's, oh my God. Seeing Trucy crying again, it's one of those situations where I'm like, let it out. If she needs to cry, she needs to cry. But I just, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, I'd rather her let it out. I'd rather her being emotional. She's allowed to be emotional. But it's also when you see it, you're like, it breaks your heart. It really does. Believing you is easy, Trucy. It's the easiest thing in the world. Are you kidding me? I'm going to believe in you too. Yes, Trucy. Good. I'm sorry. I need a tissue. It's okay. It's 100% okay. I've never seen Trucy cry before. She's always seemed so strong. She's tough. She's a tough gal. I mean, remember like she like faked a freaking like kidnapping of herself to get us out of court and give us more time. Like she is like, she's not only wild, but she's amazing and she's fantastic and she's so headstrong and all this stuff too. And I feel like all those words can be described to most of the women in her life in this game as well. And Trucy is just like, you know, to see her break down, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm glad because it shows that she's confident enough to let down her guard now. But also at the same time too, it's also like, you know, seeing her cry isn't the happiest thing in the world. But maybe sometimes she's just putting on a brave face 100%. She's still just a kid. Yes, she is. She's seen more horrors than most kids would ever should see in their lives. Wiped away the tears. So I have to make it official, but will you let me defend you? Come on. Yes, of course. Yes. There's only one answer there could be. I'm counting on you. I don't want to have to cancel the show on its opening day. Right. She seems fine now. Trucy, let's win this trial together. Unlike some people. Honestly though, like, no, Athena's allowed to cry too. This is an emotional moment. Well, we better get right on to investigating. Come on, Athena. Wipe that nose and let's go. Excuse you, do you see any thought on my face, Apollo? It's okay, you can have as much thought on your face as you want. Yeesh. Talk about an emotional roller coaster. We'll need to investigate the stage at the Penrose Theater where the body was found. Yeah. I hope no one will try to stop us. If we're going to the Penrose Theater, can I ask you for a favor? Anything. Whatever it is. No matter how big or small. Of course, what is it? I have a very special notebook behind in my dressing room. Sure, we can pick it up for you. That notebook is really, really important to me. I don't know what I'd do if anyone read it. Wow. I wonder what's in it. The notebook is in my blue handbag, on the table. It's big and black. You can't miss it. Thanks in advance. No problem whatsoever, Trucy. We'll go get that. 100%. And with that, I've got to go. It seems they've got more questions for me. I wish I could look at the guard and be like, go easy on her, I swear to God. Alright. See you later, Trucy. I understand nobody really has people with them when they're in this game, when they're being questioned by lawyers, right? When they're getting questioned by the police. I understand that. But in this case, like, I know, like, and here's the thing, I'm not, like, let's not bullshit around the place. Before we've had kids that have had no one, no lawyer present as been questioned. You know what I mean? The lawyer, the real world of like law is already harsh. The Ace Attorney world of law is also super, 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 super harsh on people, no matter who it is. Should we investigate the stage first to get to go get the notebook? Guys, I'm going to end the episode here, actually, and we're going to come back in the next one and see what's happening now with this whole Trucy trial. This to me started off as like one of the most like amazing times ever. Like it's and it still isn't amazing, like so far, like such an intriguing trial. But like this moment at the start, like we saw the beautiful animation and we saw Trucy like having her own show and like bringing back the troupe Grimaire. It made me so happy because, as I said, it makes the game feel so alive. It makes me so proud to see Trucy in such a position that I was like so excited to see how far she had come. That there was no like that the feeling in my heart was just like nothing but pride and happiness and all this stuff as well. I was so over the moon and like honestly it was just like, and seeing like Apollo and Athena there too made it even better because you saw how happy they were, both in different ways, right? Obviously like Apollo like was showing how happy he was for her too, even though he's like a little more serious sometimes, you know what I mean? But Apollo was serious when it could compare to the hilarious Athena, let's be honest here, that's why he's serious. But it's still amazing to see both of them in their own ways just so excited for her, and seeing the crowd being excited for her, and seeing like all the stuff that she's accomplished in such a short time, even though she's still a kid, it's still so amazing to see that. And see that she was going to get to just for her parents. We got to have conversations with them. It was so good seeing all the characters again, chatting with them again, having so much fun with them. I was laughing, smiling. That's what these characters do. They make you feel a certain way, and I love these characters to death. That it was like just such an enjoyable time. It was like such a, as I said, like if I was sad today, I could play this, and I think I'd forget about my sadness at least for a bit, Really amazing stuff. And I think it's like that joyous interaction with all the characters that really makes you remember why Ace Attorney is so amazing. Because I love characters more than anything. You guys know, as I've said before, I love art, story, music, direction, animation, all this stuff. I love all this stuff, but to me, characters are like the most important thing, and the stories behind the characters and the emotions behind the characters. I love characters. I love characters so much. If your characters are weak, the story is weak, in my opinion. But yeah, like really beautiful seeing them all together again. But then we had like, again, even though it was like beautiful animation, the horror thing that happened to Mr. Ruse on stage where like, again, this accident happened. And I think what my estimation is what happened here already, this is my theory, and we've been wrong before, but there's definitely a setup. And the reason I think it's a setup is because like, it's just Ace Attorney brain. There's so much stuff going on that it could be that they maybe they wanted to like get revenge for the troupe Grimaire for something. Maybe they wanted Trucy for her career to end. Maybe they wanted like, maybe they just didn't like Trucy in general. Maybe they didn't like one of her family members. You don't know. Maybe they definitely didn't like Mr. Ruse and just wanted to blame it on Trucy. But regardless, because of all the havoc that was happening, that was terrifying in the moment, by the way. Like I legitimately it was like a panicking moment. But because of all that, Trucy's been charged with involuntary manslaughter, which again, I don't know exactly what that is still, but I'll find out maybe in between episodes. It was, but to me, like if I could be wrong, but I think it is because she caused the death of, they see her as causing the death of someone because through malpractice and through like kind of a bad, shoddy trick. I'm not saying this is what happened, I'm saying what they see it as, which to me like is why this is so hard for me to look at Trucy in this way. I love that we're there for Trucy, but it's also difficult to like see her like this because on the already horrid baseline, she's being blamed for killing someone, right? That's already terrifying. It's also someone who she really liked, who was a part of the troupe Grimaire, right? That's again another horrible aspect to it. But on top of all of that, the reason why it probably is like even more emotional in this is, and it's already scary, it's already terrifying that she's been blamed for this stuff. It's the fact that this happened during a trick that was supposed to be the defining moment for her career and her troupe's career. It's the fact that this happened on the big stage in front of all these people and in front of Apollo, in front of Athena. It's the fact that she practiced day and night for this stuff and it ended with like such a horrific experience. Her life is magic. So for her to be now put in prison because a magic trick went wrong, like that's why already it's already horrible. Like it's already horrible, but like it's adding salt to the wound. Like it's I can't imagine what it's like to not only have to sit there and think they're blaming me for killing someone, but also what does my career mean now? What does this mean? What are people going to see me as? What do I see me as? What does Apollo and Athena see me as? And even here now, she's trying to act strong for us. And I think it's such an amazing moment to showcase a character like Trucy, who, let's be honest here, Trucy since like Apollo Justice has been a character who has always been like very, very crafty and like there like to solve problems in her very own way. She's always been very funny. She's always been very proactive. Remember when she chased after one of the witnesses one time without any fear. Remember she as you said, she kidnapped herself with Mr. Hat to make the trial go like to force a recess. Like she's a character who's like incredibly like proactive and like sometimes beautifully insane, right? And we love her for that. So to see her kind of break down here is such like an important moment for her character, because now we have like an understanding of like a lot of her toughness, and a lot of that stuff is like, yeah, she is a tough kid, but she's also someone who feels emotion too, and we have to realize that she's, you know, and we realize that all the time with all these characters in this game, because that's what I love about Ace Attorney. If you come into this game just thinking this is just a comedy game, yeah, you can laugh for the whole time, you're gonna have a funny time, right? But beyond like all of the laughs, there's also like a bunch of characters here who have such deep emotions and just such deep personalities. The perfect example of this was Apollo in the last game, right? One of the best arcs of a character I've ever seen in terms of like, again, the idea of reaffirming why I became a lawyer, wanting to be proven wrong. A lawyer wanted to be proven wrong because that would make him reaffirm why he wanted to be a lawyer and what it means to be a lawyer, and reaffirm his faith in like another character like Athena. They're great arcs, great personalities, and here we see once again this breakdown of Trucy and this relationship between her and Apollo. How much it's like, yeah, they already were very close, but now she had this. You see the relationship they've had and the experience they've had together, to the point that when he's like, "I'm going to defend you," it's meaningful to her. It's so powerful for her, and it's like it's a double faith thing where it's like Trucy has faith in Apollo, but really it's a showcase that like Apollo has a faith in Trucy as well. And this faith going back and forth between each other is like, even though they bicker and even though like, you know, Trucy like bullies Apollo in a very comedic way, they love each other. They do. Yeah, an amazing trial so far, act so far, I guess, or chapter so far. I can't wait to see where this is going, and I'm very worried at the same time too. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and thank you guys for supporting the series so far. I've been having such a wonderful and amazing time with this. But I'll say also thank you to my patrons at the highest tier, my YouTube members at the highest tier. That'd be Tyfer2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicius Felix, Yuld, Radish, Anusa, Lynx Markey, Yassassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, High Kasparian, Jared B&M, at the highest tier on my YouTube, Lorgam7, and Blasco and Lucinagi. See you soon. Tyvar2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicius Felix, Yuld, Radish, Anusta, Lynx Markey, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, High Kasparian, Jared B&M, and at the highest tier on my YouTube, Lorgam7, Blasco, and Lucinagi. And I'll see you all so soon. Bye-bye.